What's up, extraordinary people? I'm Daniel. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is the latest film from Marvel and Disney. It's directed by James Gunn and is the third film in the Guardians of the Galaxy film series, as the name would suggest. Now, I absolutely love the first two Guardians of the Galaxy films. In my opinion, they're easily among the best MCU films ever, especially the first one. So my expectations for this film were absolutely through the roof, and this film still managed to blow me away. This is easily the best Marvel movie since Endgame. Where do I even start? Let's talk about the visuals. Marvel actually spent money on the visual effects in this movie, finally. A lot of Marvel's recent movies have had really bad visual effects because apparently they're overworking their visual effects artists and they don't want to spend the money they need to, but in this movie they finally reversed that trend. The visuals in this movie look absolutely gorgeous, and the visual design of these worlds and characters is just bursting with imagination. There are creatures and concepts in this film that are unlike anything I've ever seen on screen before. Despite being the third film in the series, and who knows how many films are into the MCU at this point because I've honestly lost count, this movie still feels really original. The action scenes are as exciting and perfectly choreographed as you would expect from James Gunn. The cinematography is really inventive and interesting. This movie is also really funny. I laughed out loud so many times in the theater. And of course, as with the first two movies, this film's strongest elements are its story and characters. Every character gets time to develop and shine. It doesn't feel like the filmmakers skipped over anyone or left any character out. There's attention and care given to every character here and every relationship between every character. Their interactions feel really real. They fight, they argue, they have different ideas of how to do things, but at the end of the day, they're all willing to fight and put their lives on the line for each other, and that's exactly what an on-screen family should feel like. Additionally, the story here is really strong and really emotionally focused. I almost forgot what it was like to cry during a Marvel movie, and this movie had me on the verge of tears several times. It's a movie that's funny when it needs to be, it's exciting when it needs to be, and it's really emotional when it needs to be, and it balances all of that perfectly. This story deals with some really intense and heavy themes, and it never pulls its punches. It never feels like it's afraid to go all the way, and that makes for an emotionally intense but extremely rewarding experience. What's always been great about the Guardians of the Galaxy is that at the end of the day, they're really flawed people. They all have skeletons in their closet, they all have pasts, they've all done terrible things, they've all been through extreme trauma and carry emotional baggage, and they all try unsuccessfully to hide that in one way or another. But it's only through coming together as a team, as a family, that they can learn how to truly love themselves and each other. The theme that runs through all the Guardians of the Galaxy films is the fact that it's the relationships we form and the people we care about that make life worth living. That was the guiding theme in the first two films, and in this one as well. And it remains as beautiful and powerful here as ever. I could say so much more about this movie, but I really don't want to spoil anything, so I'll just leave it at this. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 a 10. Alright guys, let me know what you think about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 if you've seen it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and remember that you're extraordinary. I love all of you so much. Bye.